So we've been there before and we're going again. This time we're going to White Lady's Castle for Void Sessions Episode 2. And we are getting ready to use a couple of new things of gear, new to our arsenal anyways, similar to some of the stuff we've used in the past, but this is a little bit more upgraded. The REM pod and the S-Box. Brand new to the gear of arsenal that we have for the paranormal investigations that we will do going forward. And it is looking to be a nice night for it. So White Lady's Castle, we're coming for you.
Here we come.
Tucked inside Durand Eastman Park, overlooking the dark edge of Lake Ontario, sits what locals know as White Lady's Castle. But the stone walls here are only part of the story. Legend says a woman once lived near these grounds with her daughter, and one night, her daughter walked toward the lake and never came home. From that moment on, the mother was consumed by grief, searching the shoreline night after night, often said to be accompanied by two ghostly white dogs. Some say she died of a broken heart. Others say her spirit never left. For decades, people have claimed to see a woman in white moving through the trees, along the roads, and near the ruins, still searching, still mourning, still guarding the place where her life fell apart. Tonight, we step into the void of the legend to see if White Lady's Castle is just another Rochester ghost story, or if something still lingers here in the dark. Join us on this episode of Void Sessions.
So obviously the White Lady's Castle, there's a lot of lore to this, as explained in the beginning of this Void Sessions episode, but the one time we were here with GPI, Glenville Paranormal Investigators, we went to where the castle foundation is, because there's not actually a castle there, and we really didn't get anything substantial. We got a lot more towards the Durand Eastman Beach side, which is right over there. That's really where we got a lot of our, I guess you could say, experiences and just interaction on the equipment that we were using. So that was where we got a lot of experience. But tonight we have a few different things that we're going to use. New to the arsenal, some things I'm familiar with, other things I'm not. But we're going to find out how this goes tonight here in Void Sessions, Episode 2, White Lady's Castle.
I just remember that somebody in here, or came in here at one point and I believe shot himself, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I do remember an incident like that.
Yeah, it was a few years ago. Like I said, I don't remember the entirety of the details, but I'll look it up at some point here.
Yeah, it's definitely said that there's like wolf-like hounds that follow this white lady that apparently people see. Sometimes they see her around here, sometimes they see her walking towards or on the beach. So it's an interesting claim. There's a lot of claims here, obviously with the lore. When we came here with GPI, we really didn't have conclusive evidence that backed those claims. So we're here to see if we can get something different this time around. We're here, it's me, it's Zero, and it's Drea. We're here at White Lady's Castle to see if we can at least pick up on something that's conclusive to back the claims. I'm gonna head over here by the foundation. Yeah, this is where I do remember this. I remember seeing this. What is that even? I understand I wonder if it's like Isaiah. I mean, somebody must be doing something with their names here, but kind of crazy. All right. Here's the foundation. All right. We're gonna go lights out here in just a moment, and then we're gonna set up the REM pod We're gonna get the dowsing rods out and see if we can document anything of substance here. We're at the White Lady's Castle, right at the edge of where this is. This is where we are. We just got here. It's currently 1:50 in the morning. My name's Harold, aka m-balm. Jordan, aka Zero's here. Dre is here. We are going to see if we can document something here. I'm going to be getting the REM pod out and possibly do a dowsing rod session and then follow up that with a spirit box. So let's get to it. We'll break out the REM pod as stated. Get this bad boy out.
I'm excited for these new things.
So this is a REM pod. What you're gonna see is this light here. If you go near it,
Field disturbance detected.
you can make this go off
Field disturbance detected.
just like so. Okay. Not near it. So the REM pod, if you don't know, emits electronic magnetic field, which means that anything that crosses that boundary, it goes off. I'm not sure what happened in this moment, but what I do know is that I didn't feel comfortable to say that that was paranormal or unexplainable. So I turned it off and recalibrated it, and just the rest of the session, you'll see exactly what happens here with that REM pod. Let me try something real quick. I like to do this just to make sure.
Disturbance detected.
We're gonna recalibrate this so that way it gets a baseline. Okay. I don't want to count that as like unexplainable. It could have been anything.
Absolutely.
So we're just gonna leave it as is.
If it goes off again, then we got something.
We might have a little something here to go with. Let's see. Let's go with dowsing rods.
I'm gonna break those out.
Let's break them out. We didn't have these last time over here. With the dowsing rods, I know there's probably a lot of skepticism that goes into these, and I was one of those people, especially years ago when we got these things, the original ones. But what I will say is that I've had numerous investigations with the dowsing rods, and I've gotten quite a bit of responses, intelligent responses from these things in years past in previous investigations, that I like to use them on the investigations because those offer those kind of responses. Now, again, take it how you want to, but these sometimes really come across as a good tool to have that conversation with whatever you're interacting with. To me, if you don't use these, I suggest using them to at least try them out, but they are one of the most craziest things you could use. You're literally holding them in your hand and you have no control over them. You feel them move on their own. It is one of the most wild things you could possibly imagine feeling, and as it's responding to you with your questions, you see it either cross yes or go apart as no. And even when you're asking who so-and-so is, it points to that person. And it's one of those things where if you haven't experienced it yourself, I understand. I get the skepticism, but I recommend at least trying them out once. Over here, so let's take these out and see what we can underneath. Sometimes the most basic tools is the tools you want to start off with, and then go from there. How's it look on there?
Good. Cool. I just need to get you back. Oh my god, I didn't even see you.
All right, clear. With these rods, you can answer yes or no questions, and you can point to the question or the answers that we have. Can you clear, please? Thank you. Just to try them out, can you point to who Jordan is? Can you point to who Jordan is? Is there anybody here with us right now? Is there anyone here that would like to speak with us right now? You see this, right?
Hmm?
Saying no. Is there a spirit here with us today? Tonight? On this morning? So unbeknownst to me, Jordan, Andrea, this light anomaly appears behind me. And as you can tell, there's no vehicle sound coming out. There's no vehicles passing by at that time. Because as the investigation goes on up at this location at White Lady's Castle, you know, when there is, you know, a vehicle passing by, you don't really see any lights. You don't see any lights at all. And I'll explain more because this isn't the first run-in with this light anomaly. Is the White Lady here with us? Whoa. Is there anybody here? This is one of those moments where a car passes by and you do not see the light anomaly. It's bizarre, it's questionable, but at least document it in the video so that way you see it. Cross for yes. I'm gonna ask again, is there anybody here with us? It's pointing that way. Are you trying to show us where you are?
Well, the thing is the REM pod, right?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Nothing's happening.
Can you
with it.
put that light on? Can you touch that device on the wall? Whoa, dude. It's pointing right at it. That device right there that you're pointing at, can you please touch it? Please touch it. Let the light go off. It makes sounds, it lights up. Can you please clear? Clear the rods, please. Clear the rods, please. Is there anybody here with us? Please cross them if it's yes. If you hear anybody talking in the background, it's people in the background, by the way. I like to document these things as they happen. We get a little bit of noise pollution with doing an investigation on the outside. It's not the same as going into a building. These rods are not really, they're just pointing to the REM pod.
Mm-hmm.
This is weird. This is a weird situation right now. Clear, please. Clear, please. Would you like to use another device to communicate with us? Oh my god, dude, there's the first yes. Alright.
How do you like that?
We're going to try the spirit box. So the dowsing rods crossed and we got an intelligent answer from the question I asked. We wrapped up the dowsing rod session and broke out the S-Box. I recently acquired this device. It's an upgraded version of the SB7 Spirit Box. And if you don't know what that is, it's a device that scans through radio frequencies. You can choose FM, you can choose AM, and you can change the speed of it as you please. You ask questions, and the spirit that you're trying to contact is supposed to be able to use this device, and you should be hearing answers that coincide with the questions you ask. We're gonna try the spirit box. We're gonna try the new spirit box actually. It's called the S box. Not the X box, the S box. Alright, thank you. This is the S box. It is basically a different version from the SB7 spirit box. This is basically the same type of tool, except for this is a little bit newer, and it does scan through frequencies. So.
S-box. Scanning FM. Scanning AM.
There we go. Is there anybody here with us? Is the white lady here with us currently?
That one. Oh. I gotcha.
Please speak to the device that I'm holding in my hands. Were you trying to say something there? What's your name? So as I'm recording this narration, this video, I'm going through the evidence. I'm going through the video that I'm narrating, and I caught something I didn't catch initially. This little anomaly that forms behind me. And I don't know what it is. You know, I document things that are like bugs or dust or anything like that. Obviously there's no dust. If there was dust, there'd be a lot of things in the air. You would see it. There was absolutely no lights being shined. What you're seeing is all infrared. So for me to see this and play it back a few times, you know, I don't know. Do I want to call it paranormal? I want to call it unexplainable. You know, I do want to call it that. I don't know if I chalk it up as paranormal. You know, I'll leave you to be the judge of this. Did you hear a female voice in there? Can you speak a little bit more clear? Whoa, did you hear that? I could have sworn I heard a voice say, "What?"
Yeah.
So as we're doing the spirit box session, we got a mix of female and male voices. In this particular point here, whoever we're talking to, after I asked the question, "Can you speak a little bit clearer?" they were annoyed with my question. I think they were annoyed in general that we were there even talking to them. And you can hear this male voice say, "What?" in an aggressive way, as if this person is annoyed that we're even there talking to them. I mean, it was just hearing it in real time and just picking up on it. It was quite something. It always is when you pick up on the answers there at the moment, and then you can actually respond accordingly. Who is that? Who just said what? Are you annoyed that we're here? Make that REM pod go off if you don't want us to stick around. Okay, did you hear that? I heard somebody say, okay. A lot of this is faint. Make that REM pod light up and make sound if you want us to get out of this area.
I said go.
I thought I heard that too.
We're not safe here.
we disturbing you? Are you upset that we're here? So again, this light anomaly behind me shows up once more. Now, I don't know what it is. I can tell you right now, I do not believe it's a vehicle. I went back to this location at another point during the day and took some B-roll. And going up to that area, I don't believe you're able to see any cars coming. And it wouldn't be that clear even if you did. You would see like maybe a light illuminating. This, again, I don't know if this is paranormal. What I'm going to tell you is this is not the last time we go to this location, White Lady's Castle. The next time we go, we are going to do an experiment to try and debunk this light anomaly that we caught on this investigation.
We need to go.
I heard that.
We need to go.
I want to turn the spirit box off. I want to try something. Oh, yeah. I want to try a different method. That's interesting.
I think someone has a jerk up there. I can see it.
In this session, we're breaking out the Spirit Talker app. The way it works is pretty simple. The app supposedly uses the sensors in your phone to detect changes in the environment while pulling words from a built-in word bank. The idea is that if somebody's trying to communicate with you, those words could potentially come through at the right moment. Now, we're definitely skeptical of this thing. It's an app on a phone, and a random word popping up. It just doesn't automatically mean we're talking to a ghost.
Is there anybody here? Can you answer on this Ghost Talker, the Spirit Talker app? There's a word bank in there. You can choose words to answer our questions. Give us a... Sorry, that was my watch. Give us a sign that you're here on the Spirit Talker app, or light up the REM pod. Once you start talking to us, if you want us to leave, let us know. Have us hear and see the REM pod go off if you want us to get out. As you can see, there's nothing happening on this thing right now. And quite honestly, like with the S box that we were just using, there was a couple of words that we heard, but I don't know if it was kind of hard to hear. Is there anybody here? Whenever. Okay. It's the first word of the day on the app. Could be anything.
Right.
What's whenever? Can you light up that REM pod? What's your name? It's starting to sprinkle a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously with water being a conduit to all this stuff, and we were by the water here, in theory there should be enough energy here to start seeing some results. Can you tell us a name? What's one of our names? Can you put that on the Spirit Talker? We're here respectfully. We just want to get your message out there. I know we were here before with another group. It's just the three of us.
Leave me alone.
We need to leave.
So, I don't know. I know you were pointing earlier. Like, are you sensing over something on this side?
Down there.
Down there.
That's why this isn't going off.
You know, it's kind of crazy that you say that, because that's where the rods were pointing, and I had no idea what was going on.
I remember last time we were here too, you kind of gravitated that way when we were all just kind of...
There it is. So obviously I have told the spirit or spirits if they wanted us to leave to set the REM pod off. The REM pod did not go off this session until this point, and before it went off, the Spirit Talker app, which I explained that, you know, I'm skeptical, but there's been investigations I've used this tool on already, this app on the phone, and it has come across with intelligent responses. It said, leave me alone, the REM pod goes off, and I like to stay to my word. If I tell you that you set something off and we told you that we'll leave, yeah, I'm gonna leave. You know, I'm not gonna lie to whatever it is or whoever it is I'm talking to or I'm trying to make contact with. What I will do is hold my word and pack up and go elsewhere, or leave the entire location in its entirety depending on the situation.
We need to leave out of respect.
All right, we are going to head down. We will fulfill what we said, what we asked.
My name is Mildred.
There's the name.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. We're going to pack up now the equipment and we're going to head down. We appreciate you for interacting with us for the short time. We mean no disrespect, so.
Sentient.
Sentient. It's an interesting pop up, don't you think?
I think it's misconstrued.
What do you think it's supposed to say?
Get away from here.
Probably that. That would be my guess.
Sentient.
We will head out. And it said it again, sentient.
Huh.
Thank you for talking.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. And we appreciate everything that you've given us so far.
2 men here.
Dude, you're documenting this, right?
Yes.
It just said 2 men here.
Likely.
So it's seeing. Literally, there's 2 guys here, in the three group of the group of 3 here.
Interesting.
Above.
Above.
Or above where she's talking about. Yeah.
Because
So.
we are higher.
Yeah,
Yes.
that makes sense.
She's down.
Sebastian.
Who's Sebastian?
Do you like Bach
Sebastian Bob.
music?
Yeah. Okay.
Long time ago
I was
stuff.
so scared.
Don't be scared. Well, don't be scared. We're not trying to.
We're nice.
Yeah, we're not trying to. Where were we? Were we at the site before?
Yeah, we came up here the first time.
Yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember this area. Oh, sorry.
I don't know where. My flashlight is not bright enough. So
Nah.
y'all have to leave.
Okay. Yeah, there was a deer in there last time.
Yeah, because we were hearing rustling, and that's what we ended up
Yeah,
kind of chalking it up to be.
Rome.
Rome. We are Roman. Yeah. No, it was R-O-A-N. So it was actually. Whoa. Yeah, I did. I saw something. And I don't know how to explain it other than just like a light.
Prepare.
Prepare? Prepare for what?
We need to go.
Okay. Prepare.
What are we preparing
Happy.
Happy.
for? Okay. Well, at least she's happy.
Okay. You happy that we're leaving?
Must be. Alright.
It's alright. I mean, we can.
She likes you.
Well, that's good. Thank you.
Well, hey, listen, we're here respectfully. We're not here to cause any issues. We're here to understand what we're kind of dealing with here in terms of this lore that has been going around for many, many years. Yeah, obviously we want to get some answers here, so that way if you want to get your message across, we can bring that to the forefront of the conversation to many people.
It seems like we're drifting.
At this exact moment, I started to experience some weird sensations in my chest.
Stacy.
Oh,
No way!
stop it.
Oh, you like our jokes?
So that's probably why she likes the.
Stop.
Yo, I'm mad.
I'm so mad that just happened. That's great though.
So all of this is like,
It's not the first time. That happened the last time too.
well,
Remember?
we were talking about it. Yeah, we were talking
When
about
we were walking up the stairs.
We were, yeah. It happened last time we were here.
That's so funny.
Probably
So she probably remembers.
Penelope.
Penelope, huh?
I don't remember
I don't know
Penelope.
who that is.
You should write that down.
Stacy Penelope. Penelope Stacionator.
I had plans.
Yeah.
What were your plans?
Is Penelope your daughter?
Is Penelope the daughter?
Sacrifice.
So, when we...
No, leave us.
No, leave us.
We should go.
Are you saying no, as in no, leave us, or don't leave us?
I feel like it feels like it's no, comma, leave us.
That's what I was kind of wondering too. So, to document it, when we were down on the beach area, we did all get things on these different devices about strangling and not being able to breathe
Suffocation.
and suffocation. Was there a sacrifice that happened in that location down there? Questionable. It's not for sure known. But I guess kind of what we're looking at here is, was there a possibility that...
Taylor.
Taylor. Who's Taylor?
Swift? God, I hope not.
But yeah, the belief is I mean, from all the things that we've kind of gotten in the last investigation and then this investigation so far, it's kind of going hand in hand with each other, right?
Mm-hmm. They're not sober.
No.
Not even a little.
No, they
Holy
were
God, no,
swerving
they were
around.
all off the road, both wheels the whole way. They were. I saw they were over.
That's-
I thought that's what you were looking at because they run around that corner over the line.
They were doing it over there when I was watching.
Yeah, I figured you
But-
both saw behind me, so if I was in danger, I was gonna know.
Well, I didn't see anything coming this way, so that's why I was like, okay.
I didn't even.
That's okay.
Are you still here with us? Are we kind of getting this right? I mean, was there something like that happened?
Energy.
Energy. Yeah, they're staying in the lines.
They were okay.
Yeah, they're all right. They're doing okay.
They're doing all right. Let's go. All right.
Then we gotta investigate that.
All right. We don't need to. We can just go.
We're just right here.
Right. We're already here.
What kind of energy is here? You mentioned energy. What kind of energy are we looking at here? Are we in good energy? Bad energy? What kind of energy are we looking at here?
ADHD energy.
We're about to head down to the beach here in just a moment.
Approach.
Approach the beach.
Seems likely.
We originally planned on heading over toward the Durand Beach side of the area to continue the investigation, but Drea was already getting a bad feeling about it. As she was telling us that she didn't think going down there was a good idea, we noticed a vehicle pull in and park a decent distance away from us. At first, we didn't think too much of it, but then the vehicle moved from where it was parked, came further down toward us, and stopped again, this time much closer, with its headlights pointed directly at us. At that point, this stopped being about investigating something paranormal and became a legitimate safety concern. So we just got back in the Strange Saloon after investigating a little bit of the White Lady's Castle. We ended up actually leaving just because a few things. One, it was starting to rain, and I don't like to put electronics and new devices and other devices out there when it's raining out. So, and cameras, I think the only thing that was
waterproof or water resistant was the GoPros, but the other cameras that had night shot and all that stuff, not water resistant of any kind. So we had a car.
Yeah, just randomly pull up on us like right at the end. That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
They pulled in across the street from us and then like turned around and then like slowly creeped up on us. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So we ended up leaving for the time. Listen, this is not going to be the last time we go there. There's going to be more of this.
For sure. It's close enough that it's not like it's out of the way.
Yeah. I mean, it's only about half hour or so from here.
That's totally doable.
Which, to be honest with you, I know that GPI wants to go back there anyways, so obviously there's more to this. This is going to be a shorter Void Sessions. The first episode we did of Void Sessions was more or less just the break-in, but this one was a little bit more shorter, I guess, if you will.
I guess this is kind of like our trial run to see how things go on our own and, test out the new equipment and see, just see how it goes. And we had, a little guest with us tonight, so that was fun and exciting. And
yeah, Dre was over there. She was picking up on some things. So first off, we went up to the area where the structure was, right? And we had the REM pod.
Wow.
We got the dowsing rods out, which we've had some fun on that with the Strange Saloon podcast. That was fun.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was my first experience was well, you probably saw it at this point.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
You've made it this far.
But those rods were pointing to a general direction, which obviously it coincided with what you were picking up on. So you are susceptible to all these things, right?
Yes, very susceptible since I was little. So I was actually picking up things when you started using the tools. Typically, I just sense the energy that surrounds things. So at one point, when in the recording of the video, I was actually just pointing down because I picked up a really strong sensation, and I just kept feeling it. It was not at the top where we were. It was actually down below. And that's when things started kicking off more.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's a couple of things that kind of ran through my head. One being, obviously we're getting a lot of, hey, we gotta get out of here, right? And it's weird because when we went there the first night with Glenville Paranormal Investigators, Beth, when we were at the beach part of it, did say she wasn't getting good feelings in that area and that we needed to go.
Right.
We stuck around. You ended up feeling not so good. Ian, Ron's son, was not feeling well. And then we ended up kind of getting into a general direction where there was a hollowed out tree.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I'm wondering, so I don't know, thinking back, do you think that possibly there was something warning us before that car came? Was there something up with that car that maybe, I'm just trying to understand if there's some correlation there.
Could be. You never know. There's some crazy people out there.
Yeah. That's the problem with doing outside investigations like that, because you could walk down to the beach area.
There's a lot of uncontrolled variables that
100%.
There's nothing you can do about. Like the weather, for example. Who knows? We could have had a ton of nosebleed or rain hitting. It could have been a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, evidence tampering we would have been risking it.
There could have been a guy down there with a knife or something.
Yeah,
that could have jumped out.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles could live down there. Who knows?
Anything crazy that could have happened, it could have happened there. See, that's one thing about investigating out in the open, out in the outside world. You got a lot of noise.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that are happening outside. Right. A lot of different factors.
A lot of world. The whole world's out there.
It literally. And then when you go into a different location inside, it's a lot more controlled.
Right.
So obviously with this investigation, we were only there for what, an hour and a half, if that?
Probably about an hour and a half, I think it was. Maybe it's a little over an hour.
Yeah. We got a couple of different hits on we did the spirit, the S box. We did a little bit of an S box. I can't really tell what was being said, but there was a couple of things. I heard the what? Yeah. That was crazy to me. It was it was a male voice and it was kind of annoyed.
Right.
That's what I picked up on.
Which is interesting because a lot of the lore about this place is that it's a female.
Correct.
And that generally speaking, that males are not liked by her.
Yeah.
To be there and to throw this out there with that I can't remember the name of it, the app that you have.
Spirit Talker.
Yes. it said 2 men specifically, and it was just us, and it said nothing about you. So I don't know how much stock we really put into these apps, but that's kind of trippy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did touch base on the intro of the Void Sessions episode here, but we're going to do this in this portion because this is in real time and we're talking about it now. So the urban legend, going back to what the White Lady's Castle's lore is, it says, according to the most popular version of the ghost story, a protective mother, often named Eliza, lived in the area with her teenage daughter. One night, the daughter went for a walk along the shore of Lake Ontario and never returned. Distraught, the mother spent the rest of her life endlessly searching the woods and the lakeside for her missing child. So we do hear, claims that they see the White Lady walking the beach, which we heard that last time we went there, right? So,
Right.
There's also claims that she's walking with like wolf-like hounds.
Yeah, I think there was like 2 of them or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it says here, after the mother died of a broken heart, her spirits supposedly remain at the park. The legend holds that she haunts the ruins, gliding over the waves on misty nights, which was like tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Should have went down to the beach. She could have been gliding towards us on the waves. Could have been
gliding away. Yeah. Maybe next time we'll just kind of different spot of the beach.
Yeah. It says, and is particularly protective and occasionally vengeful towards women.
Oh.
So, what's kind of crazy is that on the Spirit Talker it said 2 men.
Mm-hmm.
We acknowledge that. We have it on the video, so it should have went through.
Yep.
But it did acknowledge that, which was crazy. Never once really acknowledged you on there, which was crazy, right?
Yeah, didn't acknowledge me at all. It was very weird because it felt like a more of a calming presence for me, and it's like she wanted to speak to me, but I noticed that even in the video you could see when I started speaking is when she started responding.
Yeah. It says urban legend has it that she enjoys scaring young men who visit the area. Well, I guess you could consider us young men, but the lore, I guess, is like younger, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're in our 30s, so.
I don't know, especially back then.
Yeah, we would be
young would be like young.
Yeah.
We'd be like middle-aged.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm understanding here. So it just, I don't know too much if the lore is obviously true or not, but we're here to document it and see if there's obviously something going on in that location.
Right. Too many people getting too many bad vibes.
Yeah. And this is the second time.
Mm-hmm. Same spot. Same reason.
So we get to the beach area, and that's where we, the rain started to pick up a little bit more, but you were obviously talking about how Jordan shouldn't go over there, and it's kind of crazy, right? So you kept saying that there's a guy by the bush from the last time.
Yeah, well, that was what I saw initially. Because the part that we're referring to, or we have referred to a few times now, about how, I got like very emotional, and it was very strange because I remember walking by. I don't know if it was like a bush or what it was. I think it was a bush, but either way, I saw like the silhouette of a man through like the branches of it.
Yeah.
And I kept like getting this like really bad energy from it, even the first time. And that was right next to that tree that you were talking about. It was all hollowed out. And this was very much in the exact same spot. And I felt the exact same way I did the last time. So it's just, I don't know, it's trippy.
It is.
Yeah.
Some of the things that we picked up on the Spirit Talker app, like there was She Likes You, which is crazy. I wonder who that was towards,
And which she it was.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was wondering too. Which one? Is it the White Lady?
The energy I picked up, it was from her area. There was a lot of different energies in the area in general.
Okay.
But that was definitely from her domain. I think she was referring to me.
Could be.
Because she seemed to keep talking to me in different ways after everything happened. So I would like to go and try to get more. And I think that during the day, and during the night is a good idea to see the differences in energies and such and see what happens.
Yeah.
That's just something that I would recommend just to see.
Maybe she's grumpy in the middle and like it's middle of the damn night. People are there and poking at her.
Yeah, like 2 a.m.
Right. Like she's like, damn it, I'm trying to sleep. These damn kids. These damn young men. Get off my lawn.
Yeah, because like we were leaving the area where we were doing the first session, and obviously we left after the REM pod went off because that's what I said. I said if you want us to
we made
leave,
the deal. Yep.
we made the deal. We stuck to our word.
Mhm.
So as we're leaving, it says 2 men here, and before that it says thank you for talking. The word sentient came out twice.
Right.
That's kind of wild to me, right?
Mm.
Sentient. Then it said get away from here, and then it said sentient again, which was followed up by thank you for talking, and then 2 men here. You know, that's it's kind of weird. Like, why would it say sentient?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. That was kind of the outlier there.
Yeah, a little bit. So sentient, if you don't know, here's the description and the definition. Having the capacity to see, hear, feel, taste, or smell. It describes the ability to experience sensations and emotions subjectively. At its core, being sentient means being conscious. You have a point of view and can perceive your own existence. So, I mean, I kind of think that it was trying to say that somebody was sentient in the group. If you had to guess, right? I mean,
Yeah, I believe so because it was said more than once.
yeah, it was really dying on that hill of just sentient,
Right.
like,
Right.
you know. So yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a weird series of events. We get down to the bottom because the rods were pointing towards like down where the REM pod was, like over that,
Yeah.
and then you were saying down there, which was crazy.
Like
we
at
get
the bottom
down
of the
there,
wall. Yep.
and I start feeling like this weird sensation of anxiety, like almost like panic, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense because I'm not panicking.
Right. There was nothing weird going on at that point. I mean, the weirdest thing that had happened was the rods.
The rods, yeah, but I wasn't even feeling any like.
But that wasn't like scary.
No,
It
nothing.
wouldn't induce anxiety, you know.
No.
Like there was no weird cars, like we didn't like run into the police or anything. Like there was nothing happened. Like it's just it's a weird.
I wasn't feeling any fear.
Mhm.
There was nothing like sometimes you go to a building or a location, right, and you start feeling that
Like that
heaviness.
dread. Yeah.
Yes, that over foreboding feeling of like something's gonna happen.
Right.
And you walk towards a room and you start feeling that. I wasn't feeling that personally. It was just a brought-on sensation when I got down to the bottom of the structure there. And then just walking towards the beach, it was kind of like, and I noticed this too when we were there before, the last time, it felt like somebody was, or multiple eyes were looking up from the beach at us. You know, just the feeling of somebody's watching you.
Yep. I agree.
You know, but you know, we got a couple of things, you know, on the spirit box and the S box, we didn't get too much, but that what was really just profound. Everything else was quiet. It kind of sounded like yes. I mean, it kind of sounded like something.
Right.
But I don't want to count
anything
that.
was really definitive.
Yeah,
you know what
I can't say I can count that. The what was the only thing I could really count is like, okay, I definitely heard that.
Right, but even that, it's like, okay, well, that's
Yeah.
one word.
Yeah.
In the ether, you know what I mean? So
yeah. So I don't know. Again, I'm not really sure. Like we got more activity in that location itself.
Especially like versus the first time we went there, we really didn't get any at all.
We didn't. We I think the only thing that happened was the pen rolling off the clipboard. But this time, you know, it took a little bit, but we got a little bit more out of the gear we brought. And then the REM pod went off. That was kind of like, okay. And it was, but you saw it though. It was
it's all on
once
its
I
own.
turned it off and turned it back on, it was set and
For
it
a
didn't
while.
Yeah.
And then it went off like on its own when
On its own.
none of us were near it.
Nothing.
So
yeah, and it only picks up when somebody's near it.
Right.
So
or something.
Yeah. So I guess I don't know, from this investigation currently as it stands, I'm not really feeling like anything was profound, but you know, there's a couple of things that we felt. Obviously,
Right.
evidence against feeling is going to be the way it is. We can't
Right.
document feelings. We can only describe them as we're going through them and experiencing
Right.
them. But there's obviously more to it, and we'll obviously go back there and check it out again. I think we should go in the daytime.
For sure.
I think that's the best thing we can do right now, and then go back at night again.
Yep.
After the fact.
I agree.
And there's so much to it that, even the beach though, the first time around we got strangulation, can't breathe, asphyxiation, whatever, those things were popping up on the thing. Then we got the rats,
Yep.
Black Death, which was the plague.
Mm-hmm.
Like how does that, like, and we were all getting this on two different devices, which is crazy to me, but ultimately I don't know, as it stands right now, like, we're not really getting too much, for me anyways, to say that the White Lady's Castle is following the lore.
Correct.
We have this girl saying, "My name is Mildred." Okay, who's that? Because Eliza's the mother, right? That's what we just
supposedly.
Yeah.
But she also supposedly doesn't like men, but she likes to also be vengeful towards women.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. There's some things here that I feel like are kind of crisscrossy.
Yeah, I don't know. Do I particularly believe in this lore? I don't, until I see evidence that states, "Hey, this is Eliza and this is real." And
there's a lady out on the water, and I can see her.
Yeah,
like,
if she's like hoverboarding on waves towards me,
Silver Surfer style. Let's go.
Then I'm gonna say, for 100% certainty, there's something to the lore.
Oh yeah, bro, that'd be so dope to see
going towards you on the waves.
I would even accept it at that point. That'd be an awesome way to go.
Wait,
that'd be a fucking.
You're talking about dying?
Why not?
So when she comes at you and she finally
what's
gets
the worst that can happen? That's the worst that can happen, right?
You can't bring the evidence back at that point.
Well, you would. I would be fine. I would just leave me there.
Oh, you're just gonna leave us
It's
to
the
grieve.
Sacrifice, like the thing said. Remember,
it did say
you have to sacrifice somebody. You have to sacrifice somebody, and then you get the Silver Surfer.
So say this is a real situation,
The White
right?
Lady. It's not white. It's silver.
Right.
She's been misunderstood this whole time. That's probably why she's angry.
Maybe.
See, I'm figuring this shit out. That's where the idea from the Silver Surfer must have come.
I saw that on the camera. Don't worry. I think that was a little gnat. That's not an orb. I don't want somebody to sit there and say, "Oh, I just saw an orb go by." No, that was like a little bug.
I didn't see it, but I trust you.
I saw it on the camera.
I know. I say I'm not even looking at the screen.
Yeah. So, no, I think that, like, so we had the word sacrificed, right? And if this story in lore is true to be, which I don't know, I think there's things online that might, say otherwise. But again, there's obviously something to what's happening out that way. But, like, if that is the case and the daughter was never deemed like murder or anything like that, but what if they're saying that this is what happened, that she got sacrificed?
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I think the other thing that actually, strangely enough, we haven't brought up yet is that this place, since this place being an outdoor place that doesn't have like an actual building, there's no like real documentation on what really happened.
Yeah.
So basically everything that we're being told is essentially hearsay. So it's hard to really definitively, because like even when you said, like when you were reading off about it, you said most commonly that's what her named, or what her name is.
Yeah. Doesn't
mean that that's what her name was. You know what I mean? Like, whereas like we know that George Eastman lived in the house he lived in, or, just as an example, but like there's no like real physical proof of anything. And like I was saying when we were there, there's a lot of time that's gone by here.
Yeah.
People living in this area, people going in that water. I mean, there's signs all over the place saying no swimming. I mean, it's dangerous there.
Yeah.
So how many people have died in that area? How much energy is there? Like you were saying, water is a huge conductor and just, pool of energy. So it's, and when people are lost in the water, I mean, good luck.
Well, it says, while the ghost story makes for excellent candlelight ghost tours, the castle and the White Lady have no historical basis in reality. So this is them trying to contradict all this story and lore, which I wouldn't be surprised, right? Not saying that the location doesn't have activity. We obviously
Right.
can sense
It can be completely unrelated to
Yeah.
what's there, though, physically.
and that's what I did. That's what I said to Ron last time we were there. I said,
Mhm.
"There's nothing telling me anything that there's like anything substantial, pointing to this evidence being that there's lore. This lore is true,
Right.
but there's obviously something other than that going on in that area." And it states here, it says, "Not a castle. The stone foundations and curved stairs are not the remains of stately home. They are the remnants of the Three Lakes Pavilion, also called the Twin Lakes Pavilion, a refectory and dining hall built in 1911 to serve swimmers using the lake." Now, that could be true, right? It's obviously that's what it's saying.
Right.
So, again, I don't know. I'm not feeling. I think there's something else that we're picking up on. I don't know.
I don't know if the white lady is it.
Yeah, I don't know. That is a good question, though. At that point, like, where did this story even? Who even started this story? Right?
Right.
Whoever started this lore, I don't know.
Local
but
folklore, right?
There's always local folklore, but
I mean, you got Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, yada yada. I mean, I feel like every area's got something. This is just ours,
yeah,
But hey, we'll keep checking and we'll keep going and see if we can find anything and see what happens.
I think the
What comes
main
of it.
portion of that area that we want to investigate is that beach.
Mm-hmm.
That's
maybe we go and check out other parts of the beach.
Yeah,
Because we only did try that one spot, so maybe next time we'll go. Maybe we'll go down a little bit further or something. Because now that we're kind of, after we've been there a couple times and not a lot of activity happened, like at the top of the hill or any of that.
yeah,
Maybe now we shift our focus on other areas.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I mean, I just don't get too much. I don't. It's like, again, you go to a room, and I'll give you a perfect example. You go into. Have you ever heard of the Palmyra? Let me rephrase this. The Palmyra Museum, the historic museum in Palmyra.
We were talking about that on the way over here.
So when you go in the basement of that place, let alone the building, it's exactly what I feel is like the heaviness. There's a heaviness in that area, like that room, that whole atmosphere is just, you can sense something is
Afoot.
just, yeah, something's, I don't know how to explain it other than it's like heavy, heavy atmosphere. When I'm up there at this structure, right, I'm not getting any, like, I'm just like, okay, let's see what happens. There's no feeling, there's no nothing. So I asked the questions, I try to get whatever I can, and what we got was what we got.
Right.
But yeah, dude, like the beach is a whole different ballgame. I think everybody can sense that too, though. But I guess we'll have to see next time we go down there.
Yep. I'm excited.
When we were at the top, I didn't feel anything. I was trying to pick up energies, but it was all below. There was also multiple energies in different areas. It wasn't directly where the castle was. And like I said, it was below. And that's why the rods probably were pointing below.
Yeah.
And then when I started recognizing it and then I said something, things were triggered. But it wasn't where we were initially.
Yeah. I'm very curious about this this guy that ultimately ended his life in that location not that long ago. Because honestly, I think some of that is carrying over to what you're getting out of it. You know?
When we first arrived, I picked up this very strong energy right by the parking lot that we were at. Right behind it, I don't know what that area was, but it was very disturbed energy.
Yeah.
Well, there's definitely a building there at one point, so we know for sure there was definitely something there.
I think it was a bathhouse, if I remember.
That's what the
Jason
speculation
was saying,
was.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's still tile floors in there. It looks like it.
Yeah, I couldn't see anything because it was dark, but I just picked that up instantaneously when we parked.
Yeah,
And
literally
even-
the first couple steps out of the car.
Yeah, and then there was this like drainage area that had some kind of energy connected to it, as well as the water to the other side. There was like
a pond.
Yeah, it was like a pond, and there was a lot of like, it felt very painful. I'm not really sure what it was, but it was very overwhelming.
So what I will say with that, and I do remember this is actually 16 years ago, 2010. It says Rochester police say a man took his own life after a 4-hour standoff in Durand Eastman Park. It says police were called into parking lot on Lakeshore Boulevard around 9:30 Thursday morning. This is obviously 16 years ago, so it wasn't this Thursday. After a female family member of the man located his car in the lot, the man had been reported missing about a week ago. So there's an interesting background to this whole thing that we were talking about. It says a 53-year-old man was armed with a gun and had threatened to harm himself when police arrived. Rochester police, assisted by the Irondequoit Police Department, set up a perimeter blocking off Lakeshore Boulevard from Culver Road to Durand Beach. Kings Highway was also shut down from Titus Avenue to Lakeshore Boulevard. I do vaguely remember this.
That's a pretty wide area.
Yeah, and I remember this happening, I guess it's been that long ago already, but I do remember vaguely that this happened. There was a standoff. They had shut down that area. People were like, holy shit, there's a lot of things happening right now.
Yep.
And then ultimately, he unalived himself. It says police made numerous attempts through loudspeakers and other tactics to communicate with the man, who did not speak to the officers. By 1:05 p.m., police discovered the man had taken his own life, according to the Rochester Police Department. With the wind, we couldn't tell when he shot himself, Commander Jeff Clark said. Clark said the man appeared to be alive when police arrived. The U.S. Border Patrol had a helicopter in the air circling the park to be used as visual assistance with views from above and over the water. The man has not been identified, pending notification of family. I'm sure they identified him by now.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
obviously 16 years later.
Right.
But, so obviously there's some controversy there in that area to begin with, just based off of something like that. He went missing for a week, and then he gets in a standoff with the police and then offs himself?
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, who knows? Maybe he was sick.
I mean, it could be. I'm curious as to wonder if he was
like I went out and attacked the police. You know what I mean? He wasn't like open firing. Like what wasn't it? New Year's Eve with the fire department, or Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of curious to go down there. Actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone's ever gone down there, but that's a pretty horrific thing that happened down there.
Not true.
And in the town of Webster.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and it's another outdoor area that we might have to check out.
That's possible.
Just because I never really thought about it too much until you just mentioned that.
Mm.
It's another area we can go and check out. Obviously,
True.
There's a memorial there.
Oh, yeah, true.
So we know where the area is. I mean, I could tell you where the house was that it initially started at, and maybe that'll be the next one that we go on the outside.
Really?
Right? So, but with this, like, I have a question, though. Like, did this guy go to the area a lot? Was he drawn to this area? I mean, he went missing for a week, and then all of a sudden he's showing back up with a standoff to police?
I mean, who knows? I mean, at this point, it was so long ago. I mean...
Yeah, I know. 16 years ago is a long time.
Yeah, I mean, we're just corroborating, or they're not corroborating. They're just, just throwing ideas around at this point.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I've heard stories in the past where people get kind of addicted to a place. Their demeanor starts changing. Something weird happens. They have a mental break, and then God knows what happens to them after the fact. It's never a good thing sometimes to see that, but
it happens.
It does. And, obviously this is not the first and last time we're going to go here. It's the second time, actually, but it's not the last time. So, I mean, as of tonight, again, inconclusive results. To be honest with you, I don't believe in the lore of White Lady.
Agree.
I don't believe in it. I think it's just a lore.
I think it's just a fun story. I think it's a fun local story that they tell your kids. I mean,
yeah.
I think that's all it really is.
Yeah. But I do think that there's more to that location. Obviously, you're picking up on a lot of stuff.
For sure.
Beth picked up on a lot of stuff.
I've picked up on shit too. So,
and we had a smidge of interaction with... Yeah, we had
Lil John popped through?
Yeah, Lil John popped through the spirit box. And then the rods were going that way. That way. And then the REM pod went off.
Yeah, we actually... That was probably the most surprising thing in the night for me.
The REM pod?
Yeah.
Well, the beginning, like when I set it up, I was like, maybe it picked up on my energy as I was leaving, and maybe it was stuck on it. So I shut it off, recalibrated it, let it do its thing.
I figured at that point it
Baseline.
was just gonna stay off the whole night.
Yeah,
that's what I figured.
Me too.
And then it didn't. So that was, like I said, that was probably the coolest and most surprising part to me.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that this investigation, I would say, inconclusive. Nothing paranormal at the location of the base of the castle, so to speak. More to come on that beach though. We'll be back there. Don't you
we'll just
worry.
do a whole separate episode just on the beachy areas.
That's where I'm more
Getting
interested
sand
in
in
at
our
this point.
toes just for you.
Yeah, I think that's
I
my.
hate that for the record.
Yeah, just.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll just walk it.
Like you talk it.
Walk it like a talk it as a
You gotta
silver
walk it in
surfer
your
comes.
pocket.
Yeah. Silver surfing white lady coming at you.
Hell yeah, Silver Surfer.
But
X-Force.
yeah, X-Force, white lady coming
White
at
Lady,
you.
Silver Surfer.
Wolverine.
Thanos.
Okay,
Oh,
we're going there.
okay.
Yeah,
Escalated real quick.
escalated real quickly.
Yeah.
Escalators, escalators, escalators. We're just hitting all the references right now.
Yep.
Mm.
I mean, we're talking about water anyway, so
Yeah, might as well.
might as well.
Eagles.
Escalators, escalators, escalators. But
All right.
thank you for having fun with us here on the Void Sessions and Strange Saloon.
Yeah, it's been fun doing an actual full episode for this.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a long one or anything like that because we didn't really stay too long.
No, but that's all right. I mean, like I said, I think this will be cool to kind of break it up and then this will keep it, so like we have like this for this part, and then we can go back and do the beach, and then we can kind of keep them all separated, so it's not just like a whole bunch of stuff all at once.
This is more so the White Lady's Castle portion of it.
Yeah,
The other one would be
specifically.
Durand Eastman Beach.
Yeah, correct.
Like
Correct.
technically. Yeah.
Because I mean, there's a whole park over there too.
Yes.
Yep.
So yeah, White Lady's Castle. If you want to ask us, I mean, debunked.
Agree.
I don't think the lore is true.
Yeah, with the stamp.
There it
The
is.
stamp.
Yeah. What do you think?
I believe there's definitely a lot of energies there, but I don't believe in the actual lore itself.
Yeah.
I didn't really know a lot about it, but it doesn't seem like it's true in my opinion.
Yeah.
There definitely is some very disturbed energies there that I still want to explore. And I want to try to actually speak to some of these energies and spirits and see how they react to me, because a lot of things are very drawn to me. So I'm curious, especially with the daytime thing and also the nighttime thing, because there can be some consistencies. So I'm just curious about what could happen.
The drain was interesting to me too, because you were drawn to that like right off the bat.
Yeah, like immediately.
Yeah, there's something underneath. Like, yeah, when we first pulled up, besides behind the vehicle, there was a drain and there was some really weird energy with the drain, and I kept going back to it. I couldn't pinpoint it, but I do want to like go back and touch base and see if I can pick up something else there. But yeah, there was something. It didn't feel like it was the actual drain like right at that point, but it was something underneath. So I'm curious to see on another time frame like what I can pick up and
Yeah.
see what's going on. But there's a lot of disturbing energies over there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think maybe you picked up on this 53-year-old guy who had this standoff.
It's
Because
possible.
it is in that it's in that area.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
possible for sure.
Definitely
So-
possible.
It could be. But until then, I mean, and this is just the way I look at it. Like, there's no actual evidence based off of that lore. So I'm glad we're on the same page.
Mhm.
I honestly think that's the best thing to do. Be open and honest about it. I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh yeah, we think though." No, we don't think
No,
that there's truth
I don't
to
think
this.
ever.
No. So if you're going there to look for White Lady, you're not gonna find her.
She's not there. She's a Silver Surfer.
Yeah, she's probably surfing the waves.
She fighting the X-Men or whoever they fight.
Yeah, doing all that crazy stuff. So. But if you go in there to at least,
Fantastic Four.
if you go in there to at least enjoy the lore, then I guess, hey, have at it.
Yeah,
It's cool, right?
bring some popcorn.
Yeah,
I might want a snack.
it's something fun for the kids, if anything.
Yeah, for sure.
You tell your kids, hey, this is this is the lore, and this is where
So what you do is when you're driving by there and your kids are fighting in the back seat, you tell them that the White Lady's gonna get them.
Yeah. They cause a ruckus back seat there,
Yeah,
distracting your driving.
Yeah, exactly. She's gonna come and get them.
Come get 'em.
And they'll quiet down.
Yeah.
Shut up. No, I'm just kidding. Kidding.
But yeah, so Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We will be back with the next one coming at you soon. So stay strange. We will catch you on the flip side.
Yeah.